had a gut feeling my BF and best friend were hooking up full video on channel. When my boyfriend Tyler moved in with me and my best friend, I honestly thought life couldn't get better. They clicked instantly. Same sense of humor, same taste in movies. She'd always been like a sister to me, and he was the sweetest guy I'd ever dated. I actually felt lucky they got along so well. They had the same days off, Tuesdays and Wednesdays while I worked, and I thought it was great that they kept each other company. They'd cook dinner together, send me funny selfies, even surprise me with little things when I got home. But slowly things started feeling weird. I couldn't explain it. She started dressing a little different around the house, and they'd watch movies in her room because her TV had better sound. When he and I went on dates, she'd make these little comments, half joking, half jealous. Still, I brushed it off. I told myself I was being paranoid. These were two of the kindest, most trustworthy people I knew. Then one rainy night, my shift got cut short. I came home early, expecting to find them laughing in the living room or cooking dinner. Instead, the lights were low, music was playing, and her door was halfway open. I don't even know what I felt when I saw them. Shock mostly, like my brain couldn't catch up. They both looked at me, totally frozen, and I just walked out. I didn't scream. I didn't ask why. I didn't need to. The weird thing, the minute I left, that horrible anxiety I'd been carrying for weeks was gone. Like my body already knew the truth long before I let myself believe it. Only update. Okay, so for anyone who didn't see part one, I walked in on my best friend and my boyfriend hooking up. Like the people I trusted most in the world. I just couldn't even. So I didn't say a word, I just walked out. I didn't want to explode or cry in front of them. I needed space to process. I went to stay with my parents for a while because honestly, I just felt so betrayed and broken. I bed rotted for a week and almost got fried. After a few days, I knew I had to go back and talk. Not to yell or scream, but to get some closure in my shit. To end things like a grown-up. And maybe find a way to mend that friendship, so I went back, and I tried to talk it out. But it quickly turned ugly. They answered the door together and asked me to come in so clearly they're not being stopped by anyone. My best friend started giving me these weird excuses like, "It just happened," or "You weren't around enough." And then the worst part, she actually started blaming me. Like somehow this was my fault, that I pushed him away. It was insane. Was just so hurt and confused that someone I loved could turn it around on me like that. Honestly, losing my boyfriend was awful. Like, you think you're losing someone you might marry, but losing my best friend? That hurt probably even more. Because it wasn't just a relationship that ended, I packed up all my stuff and moved back in with my parents. I needed to get away from everything and figure out how to heal. And here's the kicker. His mom has been calling me nonstop, begging me to forgive him, saying he's sorry and wants to fix things. But honestly, I don't know if I can. When the people you love the most hurt you this deeply, forgiveness isn't that simple. Sometimes the people you trust the most are the ones who hurt you the worst, and that's just really sad. Therapy has destroyed my life and self-esteem. I am 26 and have been going to therapy on and off since I was 13. Even when I paid it myself, therapists had empathy for my abusive parents. And now that is paid by my narcissistic dad, the emotional and financial abuse is minimized. Your dad is worried, deep down he cares. My self-esteem and strong sense of self was destroyed to the point of believing I was crazy and unstable. 99% of therapists are bad at their job. It is unlikely finding someone who actually does well their job and can work with an extreme family abuse survivor. When I stop going to therapy, I start making strong points towards progressing in my life. When I go therapy, my life starts going bad. Is all therapy abuse and shit? Am I the asshole for refusing to let my mom back into my life after she abandoned me at 12? When I was 12, my mom walked out. No fight, no warning, no explanation. She just packed her bags and left with her new boyfriend. After that, nothing. No calls, no letters, no birthdays, just silence. My dad raised me on his own. He worked 2 jobs, sacrificed sleep, and gave up everything to make sure I had food and a roof over my head. He showed up to every school event, every milestone, every hard moment. He's the one who was there, and he's my real parent in every way that matters. One of the worst memories I have is from middle school. I won a big award, and everyone else had both parents there, taking pictures and cheering. I stood there alone with just my dad, trying to smile while feeling this huge hole where she should have been. That day it hit me. She didn't care enough to come back, no matter how important the moment was. I used to cry myself to sleep wondering why she didn't want me. For years, I kept hoping she'd come back. Eventually, I stopped waiting. I built walls around myself and told myself I didn't need her. Now, 15 years later, out of nowhere, she reaches out. She says she's sorry. She misses me, and she wants to be part of my life again. She's acting like we can just pick up where we left off. I told her no. I said I don't want to rebuild a relationship after all this time, especially when she chose to leave and made no effort to come back. She cried, said I was cruel and heartless, and some extended family I barely talk to are pressuring me to be the bigger person and give her a second chance. The truth is, she feels like a stranger to me. I don't know her anymore, but there's a tiny part of me that wonders if I'll regret shutting the door on her forever. So, Alta for refusing to let my mom back in after everything. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think with a comment below. Like and subscribe. And this is Reddit Saga Stories out. Peace.